Hello, hello. We've already got people here today before I even got in. That is amazing. We are so excited to have you guys all here on this wonderful Wednesday. We've got Cindy here. First one she's caught in a couple weeks live. Yay. Happy to have you here. Hi, Julia. Julia's here as well. Yes, please smash that like button, as our wonderful guest likes to say. That should give you a clue on who's coming in. Let me just see real quick. It's still giving me it's giving me an error that Instagram is not working, but it just gave me the button to go live. So guess what? I think we just went live. Who knows? Who knows? We're going to go with it. We're going to try. Anyway, let me bring in my wonderful guest. Hi, Chris. Great to have you here today. We have I don't even know how to describe her, the bistitual bestie, Marley Bird, here today. There she is. I don't know. I was going to try to come up with like something really great to say about you and everything else. And then I was like, yeah, but I can't do it justice. So we're just going to call you our bistitual bestie.
Bi-crafty bestie.
Bi-crafty. Sorry.
Yep. That's all right. I hate the way the word
here.
stitchual sounds. That's why I went with bi-crafty. I'm like, you know what? Bi-crafty just sounds better than bi-stitchual. I'm like,
I agree.
I was like, So yeah, your bi-crafty bestie, Marley Bird. Hello, everybody. Hi, my friends. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
It has been a very long time. I don't even know when. Life is just like whoosh, flying by. I mean, God, we were just talking about school supplies. How are we talking about school supplies? I feel like yesterday was the last day of school, and here we are. Like, this is too much. Too much.
Girl, I feel like we just celebrated Christmas, and I'm in the middle of Christmas in July. Like, I get it. But as far as school supplies go, you know me. Like, I am absolutely obsessed with school supply shopping. I have been since I was a little girl. Like, it is a date night adventure. So much so that several years ago, when the kids were still in school, we went school shopping, and my husband went, and he was just kind of being a jerk while we were there. And Katelyn just like put his books in the basket, and he goes, "You are ruining school shopping day." And I was like, yes, he is, baby. Let's go get ourselves a Starbucks, as we were at Target, right?
Yeah.
And so he was like, oh, it's a big deal. So now this year, all of my kids are in college, right? So nobody goes school shopping, but John and I still go on date night. So he sent me a picture from the store the other day of all the school supplies getting set up, and he's like, it's about that time. I was like, I'm so excited.
I mean, so I struggle with my kids because they make you get like 2 of everything, all this stuff, and then you have so much left over. But at the same time, I know that there is nothing like opening a brand new, fresh box of crayons and seeing all those points. I mean, yes, I know they have crayon sharpeners. They don't work as well. They don't give you that nice like point to it. Come on.
Absolutely right.
We can just comment on what you're wearing real quick. I know that's not what we're talking about today, but I really feel like you took a box of crayons and colored this all in really beautifully. So
does this not scream Marley Bird or what?
It does.
It is just the best. This is the Spectrum Stitch Swancho. It's made with Swish DK. Am I delayed? I feel like I'm delayed a little bit.
It looks like it just got delayed just a little bit recently.
Wasn't doing it earlier, so who the heck knows? Okay, well, hopefully it will clear up. But this is the Spectrum Stitch Swancho. This was a make-along we did in May or June. I can't remember.
Not too long ago.
No, and it is a beautiful top-down Swancho that we use split single crochet to do the color work. And forgive my flashing you for a minute, but the best part are the floats on the bottom. Like, on the backside is just as beautiful as the outside. Like, it's just gorgeous. And so it's absolutely delightful to wear. I am really irritated with how delayed this is. I don't know. It wasn't delayed earlier. I think
but I don't see it as delayed anymore.
Okay, good.
On my end, it was caught back up.
Who the heck knows? Anyways, but this is an available pattern on my website for free. Or you could purchase the pattern itself as an ad-free PDF, or you can actually still purchase the make-along inside the Marley Birdhouse, which is where your best deal is, because you get extra charts that you can do. There's more colorways. This has, I think, 10 different colors. So you get charts for if you wanted to use 5 colors or 7 colors, and they're completely different charts. Same process. So you get way more inside of the Marley Birdhouse when you get this. But it's It's fantastic. People are finishing theirs right now, and they're just like, I can't wait till fall comes to wear it. My basement is so cold, so I can wear mine down here. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I get that. We keep our house kind of cold in the summer. My husband likes it cold. And so, oh, I don't have to tell you. But then I end up throwing like a layer over, and like, I'm so glad I can find little things like shawls and stuff. I'm just like, oh, let's put that on for a little bit.
Absolutely. It's the best, right? It's the best.
Yeah. So, what we should talk about though is what we're here for. And you know what? What happened? I just had the link up. Hold on, I gotta get it while we're talking. I just had the link up for it, and where did it go? Oh, it was in a different browser. Goodness gracious!
Well,
Why
so
have so many
while you're
tabs?
pulling it up, how about I get it started?
Go ahead.
Okay. So if you don't know, every July for the last, I think, 5 years, and it all started when Katelyn worked with me. We were just like, we got to do something in July. We started doing Christmas in July. So for several years, we did stockings, and I am over making stockings right now. So I was like, I just don't want to make any more stockings. So this year we decided that we wanted to do a wonderful color work project because people loved doing this. And at the same time, we wanted to make a not so ugly Christmas sweater. Okay. Because
Yeah.
people loved making this, but it's a swancho. Some people don't like swanchos. I get it. And they're like, oh, I want a sweater. And then it became let's make a Christmas sweater. So that's kind of the cycle. So Katelyn knows this about me. Like, I take a little nugget of an idea and then it explodes. So essentially, we are doing a make along for Christmas in July for cowls. One is knit, one is crochet, because I'm your By Crafty bestie, and they are free on the website. It is a mystery make along, so you don't know what the cowls look like yet. Okay. Follow along with me here because this can get confusing. So you can follow along for free. Each bit of the pattern is released for the series of 2 weeks until July 31st. Okay. So you get a little bit each time it's released. It's all available on the website that Katelyn will eventually put up, and we'll talk about it.
In the chat now.
All the information there. Okay. So that's the free version. If you want to have an uninterrupted crafting experience, you could do what we're calling the pattern upgrade. Now, the pattern upgrade is where you're upgrading just the cowl pattern, one, either the knit or the crochet, like you buy either one, for $10. Now I'm going to tell you what you get for $10. Okay, you ready? This is the cheapest thing I've ever put inside the Marley Birdhouse before, just to let you guys know. So if with the pattern upgrade, you get access to the Marley Birdhouse where the pattern will be in there. You get downloadable PDFs for each section of the pattern as it's released. You get downloadable charts. You get the stitch fiddle chart where you can use the pattern tracker, and you get the downloadable color blocks so you can follow along with color blocks. You also get 3 additional charts, which could make up 3 additional cowls. So you essentially have 4 patterns now inside the pattern upgrade. But that's not all. We also that's not all. We just included a coffee cozy that's called Yule Cozy, Coffee Cozy. I don't know what to call it, but it is a way for you to take your gauge swatch and make it into something special. So it's not just this random gauge swatch. So you have a whole nother pattern. So now you have 5 patterns for the price of $10. And you also get all of the videos with each of those downloadable PDFs that are ad-free. So you are not watching the same, it's the same video as on YouTube, but you are watching it from Vimeo, which means there are no ads. So you don't have ads in your pattern. You don't have ads in your video. You don't have ads when you have your downloadable PDF. And then when everything is all said and done, you get a fully flushed out, laid out PDF of the full pattern that you then can, put aside into your wherever you keep your files or whatever you want, or just let everything sit there in your birdhouse because you have unlimited access. So whether you're able to work along with us here over these 2 weeks in July, or you want to work on it later, the beauty of the pattern upgrade in the Marley Birdhouse is you get to work on it on your schedule, on your time frame, because it's always there waiting for you. That's the pattern upgrade.
So wait, let me ask a question though. Yeah. So if you go with the free version, right? Just to play devil's advocate here. If you go with the free version, are you getting it all up front at once, or are you getting bits and pieces at a time? So that's also one of the benefits of going with the upgraded, because you can get the pattern all at once, right?
Yes and no. So you're still getting it dripped out with the pattern upgrade. The difference,
Okay.
though, is with the pattern upgrade, they know exactly what the full chart is going to be. Okay,
Got
so
it.
they know what the full chart's going to be, but they don't necessarily know what the ending part's going to be yet, right?
Got it.
Because we want to keep them at the same pace as the free people, so that
Yeah.
way, that sounds funny, as the people who are following along for free, it just makes it so that we're not spoiling any sort of a
Sure.
mystery. And I get
Sure.
it, it's different than how other people run their make-alongs, but that's the beauty of all of us having our own style, right?
Sure.
So yeah, if you are following along for free, you don't know what the full cowl looks like. All you know is what has been released as of today. And yours is just dripped out over the 2 weeks, just like the other one, but you have to go to a new page each time and it has
Mm.
ads. I hate ads, guys. I hate ads just as much as you do, but it allows me to offer something out there for free, which is important to me because I want to make sure everybody has an opportunity to be a part of this, even if you financially can't afford to upgrade your pattern. And then when people take the time and the energy and they take a chance with me to purchase a pattern, I want to make sure they're getting what they want from it. So that was all the pattern upgrades for the crochet cowl. For the knit cowl, you get all of those same things, except you have five different charts instead of just 3 extras. You have 5.
Okay.
So you get even more with the knit side if you're a knitter, and all of that. So that's the pattern upgrade. Notice I haven't
Okay.
said anything about the sweater yet, right?
No. Although,
Okay.
wait, somebody is saying that you also have a ball ornament?
That's with the ornament is with the VIP.
Sorry,
I'm
go.
pretty sure. I might have gotten them confused. I'll help you out here. There's
Go ahead.
free patterns all over the place. It's never, dude, when you're getting something with me, it's never just one thing. You're always
No.
getting more. Like my son is working for me this summer and he's just like, "Mom, stop putting things in there for free." And I'm just like, "But that's what I do." So like he even
Yeah.
got online and did like a reel of, "Dude, my mom just is doing this. I can't believe she's doing this." And I read somebody's comment and they were just like, "This is why I always buy VIP from your mom, because I know
Mhm.
I'm always going to get more than what I'm just initially purchasing." You know what I mean?
Right.
All right. So that is just the cowls. Okay.
Okay.
So of course, that's 2 make-alongs right there, right? It's 2
Yeah.
make-alongs. Who wants to just do 2 make-alongs? Why not do 2 more? So if you do the VIP experience, not only do you get the pattern upgrade, okay? So you
Mhm.
don't have to buy pattern upgrade and VIP. It's pattern upgrade,
Okay.
you just want that. Or if you buy VIP, you get the pattern upgrade and you get what I'm about to tell you, okay?
Got it.
And there's one for knit and one for crochet. So you decide what you want. So you get all of those things that we mentioned in the cowl, but the VIP, that's where you get a chance to make a sweater. So let's talk about the
Mhm.
crochet sweater because this is wecrochet.com. The crochet sweater is called the Workshop Wonderland, like WERK, because this is the Sleigh the Holiday. So work it, girl. Workshop Wonderland crochet sweater. That sweater is made from the bottom up using a DK weight yarn. The color work motif, it's stranded color work using slip stitch, I'm sorry, not slip stitch, split single crochet.
Okay.
And you will not work over your floats if anybody's wondering. That's why the inside of mine looks the way it does. It's
Yeah.
done very similar to how you do knitting.
Okay.
It's fun, it's unique. The motif, the color work motif is around the bottom of the crochet sweater. So you work the motif around the bottom and then you work your way up and we'll finish the sweater all in the round. So we work the
Okay.
bottom, then we work the sleeves, and then we join it all and we finish the top. All right. So it's bottom up.
Okay.
There, of course, is the chart for the Wonderland, Workshop Wonderland. But of course, I'm going to give you more. So I've also included more than 20 individual charts, graphics that you could then mix and match and create your own unique portion that you want on the bottom of your sweater. And it's not
Wow.
as easy as like, oh, Marley just took like 20 stitch repeats and just put them all together. No.
Right.
Because there are 9 different sizes to this pattern because it's size
Right.
inclusive, extra small to 5X. And each of the sizes has a different stitch repeat amount
Okay.
and a stitch pattern repeat amount. Some of them have 20 stitches, some have 21, some have 22, some have 23. So there's an individual section of charts over 20 for each of those different things. So depending on what size you're making, you know what you can follow. You can really customize your own chart.
Right. I
So
love that.
in theory, you're getting more than 21 different patterns, essentially.
Yeah.
There's a variety of stuff. There's a variety of things you could choose from. So that's the crochet. Plus there is the ornament. So it's another bonus pattern. There's an ornament pattern in there. And then of course you do get all of the stitch fiddle links for all of the extra charts and the one we're using. So you can use the progress tracker. You can use the color blocks. You can mix and match and really plug out where you want to go. And then all of the videos are also in Vimeo, because none of those are on YouTube, because this is not free. So they're all on Vimeo. Each of the section is pieced out. So it is also dripped out to keep everybody. You know what it does, honestly, Katelyn? It's kind of like if you have this big task and you're like, okay, I've just got to complete this little bit right here. Right. It's like I'm forcing people to do that. It's like I'm giving you the yoke. So like this week, they have like the knit one. No, I'm still talking about crochet, right? The crochet, it's bottom, we're going bottom up. So we're just working the full body this week. Yeah. That's a lot of crochet. That's a lot of crochet, but they don't have the rest of the instructions to move on. So it's like, they just have to focus in on this. And then the next part
is nice. It makes it broken down in little goals.
Exactly. And it's achievable, right? Because it's a lot of work. Y'all know, I mean, I've been making 2X, 3X size sweaters, and I know what it takes to put in that time to do it. So I really break it down and make it accessible. So that's the crochet one. Just real quick on the knit one, sort of the same idea, although there are not like 20 different charts to fit in. There's just, because that one is top down. So we have yoke wedges that we have to fit stitches into. So there is the wedge for the You'll Be Stylin', Y-U-L-E, You'll Be Stylin'. And You'll Be Stylin', and the other one is Penguins on Parade. So the You'll Be Styling is done with gingerbread men. I don't know if you can see that. So this is the sweater for the gingerbread man. And then I should have printed off the penguin one. It's a instead of the candy cane, it's a snowflake, and then there's a penguin instead of a gingerbread man. So you can choose either one of those. And the sweater for the You'll Be Styling is just color work on the yoke, but I also give you an option that if you wanted to do color work around the whole piece, I give you additional charts that you could do color work down the sleeves. You could do color work down the body. So it's a whole nother pattern. And that's for the You'll Be Styling'. Like I didn't do that for penguins. Penguins, it is what it is. So again, it's more than just one pattern, and everything's in the Marley Birdhouse. You get to work on it on your time, your schedule. I understand some people are not going to get this done in 2 weeks. I totally get it. That's the beauty of Christmas in July. We have all the way. I mean, hopefully you'd get your sweater done before Thanksgiving, because then you could wear it during the holidays. But yeah, so I am essentially doing 4 make-alongs in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Right? Sounds about right. And it's just going. I will tell you, so I told you that there was the bonus for the knit or the crochet sweater. There is a bonus pattern for the knit cowl. It is this lovely hat right here. Ooh. This pattern was released today actually on the website, but it's also free in the cowl pattern upgrade for the knitters. And then there is an ear warmer, the Swatch Me Sleigh. Get it? Swatch Me Sleigh ear warmer, because you're using it as a swatch, but you get a finish with an ear warmer. I love it. That's a whole nother pattern. So bottom line is, I get it. Not everybody has a whole bunch of disposable income, especially once we go buy the yarn. You know what I mean? Like you want to get good yarn. That's why we all go to We Crochet and get yarn, because it's really good yarn. And so you're like, gosh, I just spent all this money on yarn. And you're thinking to yourself, $27 for a big sweater pattern. That's a lot of money, but it's more than just a pattern. It's so much more than just a pattern. And that's what I really want people to understand, which is why we made the pattern upgrade option for the cowls, so that people could get into the birdhouse to see how things work and kind of have a little introduction of, hey, this is what you could have if you do VIP upgrades for some of our other events. And hopefully they like it. So far, people are loving it. So that's good news.
Yeah, so
There
I
you go.
did put the link in that takes you to the website to see all the information. And don't forget that right now is the summer yarn sale. It's coming to an end soon,
Yeah.
but now's a great time to go and check out those colors. You can save money not only on the yarn, but you can save money by doing the upgrade so that you get all these extra bonus patterns going on. So, win-win, right? Isn't that
Yes.
crochet math? Like I save a
Yes.
little, so it's
Yes.
basically free, right?
Yes. And I do want to mention all of the crochet patterns that we're talking about today, they all use DK weight yarn. That's
Perfect.
part of the ability for me to do this kind of color work and still have the drape and flowiness. And
Yeah.
so it's not like Kevlar. So you definitely want
Yeah.
to use DK weight yarn. The knit ones, we use worsted weight.
Okay.
So yeah,
Awesome.
it's
Awesome.
good stuff. Good
I
stuff.
do have to throw in there that my child is saying hello to us. He's watching us downstairs, and I know you know my kids, so I had to just tell you
I
they're
love them.
watching and saying hello to you.
Which one is saying hi?
I'm not sure. They're under my
Oh,
mom's account, so I think they're both just watching,
okay.
but
Hi,
I don't
boys.
know.
It's so good to see you. Hello, hello,
Yeah, if
hello.
you don't know, Marley and I go way back. Like,
Way
okay, maybe
back.
we shouldn't say way back, but we go back. So, we have a history. But yes, I love this whole event going on. I love too that 99% of the time you're offering both a knit and a crochet version. So
Mhm.
people can choose what they want to do and go back and forth because most people really do have multiple crafts that they do, whether it's knitting and crochet or something else. It's so nice to be able to change it up and just do something fun and something different. And I
Yeah.
love all of these options. I always say to Marley how, just as she gives everything away for free, well, not everything, but she adds all these great bonuses in there. She always gives us a lot of choices, whether it's color choice ideas, whether it's pattern choice ideas, whether it's little tweaks that we can do to really make it our own. Like she's really there to make sure you love what you've made in the end. And,
Thank
I think that's really great. It makes it totally worth what we're buying for, not just because of all of the great features that you're putting in there, but you've put so much care into it to say, I want you to succeed. I want you to have something you're going to love for a really long time. And so I always love when you put together these
you.
events.
That means a lot to me, especially because if you guys don't know, when I get an idea, I'm very last minute with all my ideas. So I'm frantically emailing Katelyn or messaging her. And I'm like, can I get yarn for this? And she's like, oh, what do you need? And I'm like giving her a plethora of colors. And she's like, yeah, this is Marley. Like she's got all the colors, got to try out everything. But she's always really, really friendly and helpful. And I appreciate all the support that We Crochet and Knit Picks offer us designers, especially me. I feel like you guys are always so supportive, whether it's with the yarn support or with me going through and having your yarn for the Buy Crafty Bestie boxes that we've been doing. So you guys
Yeah.
know that you're like one of my favorite places to get yarn from. So it's always nice to use. I
Well,
know
we
that
love
here in the
doing
chat, there's so many people who are already part of the upgrade or the VIP,
that.
just chatting along. They're like, get it, girl. Get it, girl.
Everybody is saying they're loving it. Actually, Jeanette just said my first time buying a VIP. Already ordered my yarn. Can't wait to start.
Oh,
Nice job.
that makes me very excited. I hope you have great success. Just remember, I will tell you guys. So we have a very thriving, wonderful Facebook group called Marley's Minions. I did not name them that. Katelyn can tell you I did not name them that. Marley's Minions. And so it's the Marley's Minion Facebook group. It's the Buy Crafty community where you can always come in there and ask questions for things that we're working on. And then Facebook has this new feature of chat. And so we have a specific chat that's open for just the Sleigh the Holidays. So
Nice.
people go in there and we'll put just a quick chat. And usually if I'm online here, I'm able to give quick voice responses. So it's a very unique and different way that we're able to connect with the audience a little bit. So take advantage of doing all of that. And that's for the free and the paid for. So you can be a part of all of it. And it's not too late to start. We started Friday. Is that when we started? I can't even remember. The 11th. We started the 11th. When was the 11th?
I don't even.
I don't know. It's not too late. That's my whole point. It's not too
Yeah.
late. We are not that far. I was going to show you guys the charts or what we have so far. So this here is the Vixen's cowl. So this is what they're working up through today. You don't really know what it is we are making yet for that center motif. That is the main motif of the cowl. You could probably guess because of the name of the actual project, but so you're working up through that portion. And then the Dancer's Delight, this is where you are going to be working through chart 2, because today was the release of chart 2. So you actually get to see this portion. You're not 100% in the dark when it comes to all of that. So yeah, that's what's happening in for all of what we're doing. I don't know. It's lots of fun. It's Big Marley.
Awesome. I
Yeah.
love this here. Cindy is posting how fun are all the video shorts being posted with this event. And yes, there's a lot of great ones. And Dawn posted, love how your kids are in the video. Yes, that has been wonderful to see, and their girlfriends. It is so funny and I love
They
it.
are adorable. You know what
Yeah.
the cutest thing is so when I was making the swanchos, the knit and crochet, because there's a knit and crochet swancho, and I was making them like it was the last month of track at school because I'm a track coach. Yeah. So all of my athletes know that I'm working on it. They've heard the word swancho. None of them knew what it meant. And so now they're all over here and they're trying on all the clothes. And the best compliment was from my son and from my athlete, Jordan. They both put them on and they were like, wow, these are fantastic. And my son was just like, Mom, this is so unique. I've never seen anything with this many colors. And it's just really great. He's like, can I have one of these? But I don't want a swancho. I want a sweater. Like I want to be able to have a sweater because, I feel like that's more manly. And I was like, well, I could probably do that. I mean, you guys know me and JoJo. JoJo pretty much asked for it. And I get
whatever
it.
He wants to get.
I know. But they are just they're so complimentary, and especially now that Josiah is working for me this summer, he sees how hard all of this stuff is, and he's the slave driver, Katelyn. Nice. Okay, so my family thinks I am work obsessed. What is that called when you're like a workaholic? And so I'm upstairs last week before last, and I was not making dinner. Let's be real. I was getting my dinner and I was going to go back down here and work. And John's like, oh, that's it. You're not going to hang out here. And I was like, no, I got it. And I didn't get the rest of the phrase out of my mouth before Josiah jumps in and he's like, no, Dad, she's got to go work. She has this to do, this to do, this to do. She's got to get this done. If she doesn't get this done, the release is not going to happen. She has to go down and work. And he looks at me, he goes, Mom, go. I was like, oh my gosh.
I love it.
There's another one. So yeah. But yeah, I love it. You guys know I love what I do. I love doing all of this work. And as far as the options of what you get, I love having options on my own end. I have a hard time deciding like a definitive of here's what I want. I like to have a variety. And so giving those out there in the most uncomplicated way possible is what I try to do. And hopefully y'all love it and you'll be a part of it.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much for coming on to share this with us because this is a wonderful opportunity because again, guys, you have the choice of doing the cowl if you don't want to make a huge piece, but you want to get in that holiday spirit or start making some gifts. But you can also join in and upgrade into the sweaters. And, it's that or not ugly Christmas sweater because they're not ugly
Christmas sweater.
Yeah, I've seen these charts and they are not ugly. They are super cute and you are going to want to wear them to all of your holiday parties. So go ahead, jump in and have some fun. And so one last question.
Yes.
If they go ahead and get just the cowl version and do the upgrade and everything, so they get into the Marley Birdhouse, can they still upgrade past that into the VIP? Will that still be an option or do they have to make that choice with that first purchase?
That's a very good question. So eventually the VIP will be available without the pattern upgrade. Like it'll be a different price without the pattern upgrade for the cowl. Like it'll be a standalone just for the sweater. So if they've already purchased that pattern upgrade for the cowl, they could just wait for the VIP one. But if they're going in I think the cowl is $12 now because we've shown what it is. Like we raised it $12. It's like $12 for the cowl or $27 for the VIP, which when you count everything it's cheaper than a book. Right. And you get video tutorials. Like it's like, okay, if you're having any doubt at all, this is the way to go. And I'll give you a little tip. For the cowl, it's a 20 stitch repeat. So if you get the crochet VIP and you follow those 20 stitch repeat charts, you have a whole
lot of options.
you can tweak your own
Yeah.
cowl.
Yes.
Just throwing that out there.
Go ahead and upgrade, get the VIP. Come on, just jump
Yes,
in. You
come
can
on
either
in.
start now or start later, but at least you have it and you
Yes.
got it at the discounted price because
Yep.
that'll go away.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely jump in there. Get all the bonuses.
Awesome. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's just a quick reminder, the whole month of July, we have a new blog post every day coming out with different patterns that we put together for whether it's a table runner or a tree
Mhm.
skirt or anything. So every single day there is a new release of different patterns on my website that Chrissy is putting together, and then Josiah is doing deals every day, like pattern deals every day, and he's doing giveaways. Like it is like a month of extravaganza over here at Christmas in July. It's very intense. So make sure you come and join over. Just you can find me on Instagram. I'm the Marley Bird. On TikTok. Yes, I'm on TikTok now. The Marley Bird. YouTube. I'm Marley Bird. On my website, it's marleybird.com. I'm when in doubt, Marley Bird.
Yeah.
And you'll find me.
And just a reminder to check her name out on the screen. It's Marly.
Yes.
So you can get that spelling right. And don't forget to sign up for her newsletter. I mean, if you do nothing else, sign up for the newsletter because that's where you're going to get all the information sent out
Yep.
to you when things are going
Yep.
on.
Yep. Yep.
Excuse me.
Very cool.
So
Awesome.
great.
Well, this was
Everybody have
fun.
a wonderful rest of your day. Happy stitching. Hopefully it'll be on this cowl or sweater that you're going to be stitching on soon. Go pick out your colors and your project. And don't forget, if you're working on it, tag us, tag Marley so we can see all of your progress and what you're working on and the colors you put together because we love seeing it all.
Yay.
All right.
Awesome.
Have a great day, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.